You open your terminal window, type Ollama run Llama 3, and you are dropped into a direct model prompt, ready to ask a question or generate text. That's how it worked for months. That's how it still works for millions of people running models locally on their own machines. But as of July 23, 2026, with Ollama version 0.32.3, running that same command does something fundamentally different. You don't just get a prompt anymore, you launch an interactive agent. This isn't just an upgrade, it's a reimagining of how local AI works. What used to be a collection of disconnected tools, requiring you to stitch together complex workflows, has now collapsed into a single unified system. Imagine taking your model runner, your web search interface, your code interpreter, and your task delegation system and merging them into one conversational entity. This single update transforms the landscape of local AI, making it dramatically more powerful and accessible. And it's not just new features. Ollama's own benchmarks report that models like Gemma 4 are running nearly 90% faster on Apple Silicon, thanks to a clever new trick in multi-token prediction. It's a complete overhaul, and it changes everything about how you'll interact with AI on your own computer. Just weeks ago, if you wanted your local large language model to do more than just generate text, you had to play the role of orchestrator. You'd run Ollama to get your model, then copy its output into a separate web browser to search for information. If it generated code, you'd copy that code into an IDE or a separate Python interpreter to run it. If you needed it to perform a sequence of actions, you'd be typing out each step, manually feeding the output of one task as the input to the next. The entire experience was fragmented, a series of manual handoffs between distinct applications. We were interacting with powerful but passive text generators, not intelligent collaborators. The burden of context, execution, and integration fell entirely on the user. Now, that burden shifts. The moment you type Ollama and select a model, you're greeted by an active agent. This agent doesn't just wait for your next prompt. It anticipates your needs, understands context across multiple interactions, and most importantly, it can take action. It can chat with you, sure, but it can also write code and then run that code within its own environment. It can search the web for up-to-date information, synthesizing results directly into its responses. And it can delegate complex tasks, breaking them down into smaller steps and executing them autonomously. It's no longer just a model running on your machine. It's a miniature, self-contained AI operating system, ready to work. This leap in capability is powered by two critical integrations: a native skills system, and direct Claude Code channel support. The skills system is the clever part that allows the agent to go beyond simple text generation. Think of it like a set of tools the agent can dynamically access and utilize. Instead of generating text suggesting you could search the web, it actually performs the search. Instead of just writing code, it can call an internal interpreter to execute that code, observe the results, and then debug or refine based on what happened. This gives the agent a direct feedback loop, allowing it to learn and correct its own actions, just as a human would. The addition of native Claude Code channel support further supercharges this. Claude Code, for those unfamiliar, is a powerful environment that excels at complex, multi-step coding tasks, often used in cloud-based AI systems. By bringing this capability directly into Ollama, your local agent gains a profound ability to understand, generate, and execute code with a sophistication previously reserved for much larger, often remote systems. It's like giving your local AI a highly specialized, incredibly efficient coding assistant, capable of handling everything from simple Python scripts to more intricate software development tasks, all while maintaining the privacy and speed of local execution. And this newfound intelligence isn't coming at the cost of speed. In fact, it's quite the opposite. This release introduces a significant performance boost through multi-token prediction. Traditional large language models generate text one word, or more accurately, one token at a time. They predict one, then the next, and so on. Multi-token prediction is a major engineering upgrade where the model can intelligently predict several tokens ahead simultaneously. It's like anticipating not just the next word in a sentence, but the next few words or even a whole phrase based on context and probability. This seemingly small change has a dramatic impact on inference speed. Ollama's own benchmarks, reported in their release notes, show models like Gemma 4 running nearly 90% faster on Apple Silicon with this new feature enabled. Think about that, almost double the speed for local inference. This means your agent can respond more quickly, generate longer outputs in a fraction of the time, and execute code or perform searches with significantly less waiting. It's a remarkable achievement that combines expanded functionality with raw performance gains, making the local AI experience not just smarter, but also much snappier. The true significance of this update is how it collapses what was once a sprawling local AI stack into a single cohesive tool. Before this release, if you wanted a robust local AI setup, you likely needed several distinct pieces of software. First, Ollama itself to manage and run your models. Second, you probably use a separate Retrieval Augmented Generation, or RAG, system, perhaps a custom script, to connect your local model to the internet for web searches. Third, a separate code interpreter or sandbox environment would be necessary to safely execute any generated code. And fourth, if you were ambitious, you might have a custom agent orchestration layer, written in Python, to chain these tools together and delegate multi-step tasks. Now that entire stack, those 4 distinct components, are integrated directly into the core Ollama experience. You no longer need to manage multiple dependencies, learn different APIs, or write elaborate glue code. The Ollama command itself is now your model runner, your RAG system, your code interpreter, and your task orchestrator, all rolled into one. It's a testament to elegant system design, and it's a profound simplification for anyone looking to harness the power of AI on their own hardware. For developers and AI enthusiasts alike, this unified agent system translates directly into a radically improved workflow. Consider the friction removed, no more context switching between applications, no more manual copy-pasting, and significantly less time spent on boilerplate integration. For a developer, this means faster iteration cycles. You can prototype agentic behaviors, test complex code generation and execution, and experiment with sophisticated task delegation directly within a single conversational interface. This lowers the barrier to entry for building advanced local AI applications, allowing more focus on creativity and problem solving, rather than infrastructure management. For the everyday user, it simply means a much more powerful and intuitive local AI experience. Instead of a series of prompts and manual steps, you now have a direct collaborator. You can ask your local agent to research the history of multi-token prediction, summarize it, and then write a Python script that demonstrates the concept with a simple example. The agent will understand the multi-step nature of the request, perform the necessary web searches, synthesize the information, generate the code, and even execute it to ensure it works, all without you ever leaving the chat interface. It's a dramatic shift from merely generating text to truly delegating work. This isn't just an update, it's a clear statement about the future of local AI. Ollama is positioning itself as the foundational layer for a new generation of sophisticated, autonomous, and deeply integrated local AI agents. The beauty here is that all this advanced capability runs directly on your machine, leveraging your own hardware and keeping your data entirely private. It moves us beyond simple question answering towards a world where your desktop AI can actively assist, create, and manage tasks, all without ever leaving your local network. It is the beginning of agentic AI becoming a standard feature of your personal computing experience. The integration of powerful agent capabilities, a robust skills system, direct Claude code support, and significant performance boosts means that the Ollama command no longer just runs models. It launches a fully capable, intelligent assistant that can dramatically augment your digital life, all on your own terms. This shift towards powerful local agents also has profound economic implications, fundamentally altering the calculus for businesses and individual users previously reliant on expensive cloud-based AI. Consider the common scenario for developers or small enterprises using a service like OpenAI's GPT-4 Turbo, which charges $10 per million input tokens and $30 per million output tokens. For large-scale data processing, continuous code generation, or extensive research tasks, these costs quickly accumulate. A single sophisticated agentic workflow could easily consume millions of tokens in a day, leading to monthly bills soaring into the hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Similarly, Anthropic's Claude 3 Opus, another leading model, commands $15 per million input tokens and $75 per million output tokens, making advanced cloud AI a significant operational expenditure. With Ollama's new agent system, a substantial portion of this computational burden shifts from remote servers to your local machine. This means eliminating recurring API call charges, reducing data egress fees that often accompany large data transfers to and from cloud providers like Amazon Web Services or Google Cloud, and entirely bypassing the latency issues inherent in remote execution. For an independent developer like Jane Doe in Austin, Texas, who might be building an automated content generation tool, or a small design agency in Brooklyn, New York, creating unique marketing copy, this translates into direct cost savings of hundreds if not thousands of dollars per month. They gain enterprise-grade AI capabilities without the enterprise-level subscription fees or the privacy trade-offs of sending sensitive data over the internet. This isn't just about speed or functionality, it's about fundamentally democratizing access to cutting-edge AI agency, making it economically viable for a far broader spectrum of users and use cases, from hobbyists to established startups. The power to execute complex AI tasks, previously gated by a substantial budget, is now available essentially at the cost of your electricity bill. Subscribe to Loopback, and the next video is waiting for you on screen right now.